Have you ever wondered why someone earning $70,000 a year can still feel financially stressed? A few decades ago, that income was widely considered comfortable. Today, many people earning that amount still find themselves checking their bank account before making ordinary purchases. They're not buying luxury cars or flying first class. They're simply trying to keep up with everyday life. So, what changed? The obvious answer is inflation. Housing costs have risen. Food is more expensive. Insurance premiums continue climbing. But that's only part of the story. The bigger reason isn't just economic, it's psychological. Let's imagine someone named Sarah. Sarah is 30 years old and works as a project coordinator in Denver. She earns about $70,000 a year. On paper, that sounds like a solid middle class income. After federal taxes, state taxes, Social Security, Medicare, retirement contributions, and health insurance deductions, roughly $4,500 reaches her checking account each month. Now the money starts moving. Her apartment costs $1,800. Her car payment is $450. Car insurance costs $170. Student loan payments take another $300. Utilities, internet, and phone add another $300. Groceries average $600. Gas, subscriptions, occasional dining out, and small everyday purchases quietly consume another $500. Without realizing it, nearly $4,500 has already been assigned a job. At the end of the month, Sarah isn't wondering how to build wealth. She's wondering where the money went. This surprises many people because $70,000 sounds like a high income. But income by itself tells us very little. What matters is the gap between what comes in and what stays. Now, here's where something interesting happens. Most people assume the solution is simply earning more. If Sarah earns $80,000 next year, she expects life to become easier. Sometimes it does, but often only temporarily. A higher salary usually arrives with higher expectations. A better apartment starts feeling reasonable. A newer SUV suddenly seems affordable because the monthly payment fits the budget. Weekend trips become more frequent. Streaming services multiply. Coffee becomes a daily habit instead of an occasional treat. None of these choices seem irresponsible on their own. Each one feels small, each one feels deserved. Together, they quietly absorb the raise. Behavioral economists call this lifestyle inflation. Humans adapt surprisingly fast to improvements. What felt like a luxury 6 months ago soon feels normal. And once something feels normal, giving it up feels like losing something, even if it never increased long-term happiness. That's why higher income doesn't always create higher financial security. Let's use simple math. Imagine Sarah receives a $10,000 raise. After taxes, she may actually bring home around $6,800 more each year. That's roughly $560 extra every month. Now suppose she upgrades apartments for $300 more per month. She replaces her reliable car with one that costs another $200 monthly. She also increases everyday spending by another $100. Her raise has disappeared. In fact, she's now spending more than the raise itself. Her income increased. Her financial flexibility didn't. This is where many people unknowingly become trapped. The problem isn't that they spend recklessly. The problem is that every fixed monthly payment quietly reduces future freedom. Every payment commits tomorrow's income before tomorrow even arrives. Over time, this creates a strange feeling. You earn more than ever before, yet you feel like every paycheck already belongs to someone else: the bank, the landlord, the lender, the insurance company, the subscription services. Money arrives and immediately leaves. Financially intelligent people often think differently. When their income increases, they don't immediately ask what they can now afford. They ask something much simpler. Which part of this raise can quietly become permanent savings? It's a small mental shift, but it produces very different outcomes over time. Instead of allowing every raise to improve visible lifestyle, they allow part of it to improve invisible financial strength. Emergency savings grow, investments quietly compound, debt gradually disappears. None of these changes attract attention. Friends won't notice them. Social media won't reward them. But future flexibility increases every single year. Eventually, something remarkable happens. Life becomes less dependent on the next paycheck. Unexpected expenses stop feeling like emergencies. Career decisions become less driven by fear. Financial confidence doesn't come from earning a certain salary. It often comes from knowing that your money is working for you instead of already being promised to someone else. This doesn't mean $70,000 is a bad income. For many households, it's a meaningful achievement. But income is only one part of the equation. The other part is how much of that income remains available to build your future instead of financing your present. That's the difference between appearing financially comfortable and actually becoming financially secure. If you found this perspective helpful and want more thoughtful discussions about money psychology and long term wealth building, consider subscribing for future videos.